Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your October general reading. Remember, this is only a general reading, so take what you can for yourself and leave the rest for others. Never try to place information that you can't take into your life. I do apologise for the October readings running a bit late this month. My life has been absolutely hectic and this is me just getting caught up, so I do apologise. Okay, so let's move forward and over into your reading, Scorpio, and let's see what the cards have to say for you for October. So we're going to read first Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. 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 Thank you. Okay, so Scorpio, I've got 5 different decks that I'm working with. And the deck that I'm using at the end is, of course, the Alice in Wonderland deck that I got gifted to me from my mum for my birthday. So I'm going to use the book as I use this because I'm very new to the cards and I want to be able to give you the full meaning. Alright, so I'll be using the book this month with that card. Now, Scorpio, there's a couple of cards here that actually resonate with Cancer's reading. Okay, so there's actually 2 cards in the same place and in the same, because one is in reverse as it was in Cancer's as well. Alright, so just be aware of that. There may be some similarities in with Cancer. Okay, moving to your first card, Scorpio, you have the Dove. Alright, this is all about serenity, tranquility. Doves are very spiritual birds, alright, very beautiful, very spiritual. Now, this card's coming forward to tell you this is a time to slow down, to pause, to breathe, alright. I feel that a lot of you are in need of meditation, of mindfulness, of quietness, of stillness and of nature, alright, Scorpio. So please try to bring some of that into your life if you haven't already, alright. Remember, meditating doesn't have to be done cross-legged and in silence, okay? You could be very mindfully meditating as you walk through the forest, alright, or as you sit in the back garden and listen to the birds sing. For some of you, it'll be being connected next to water because I can quite easily see waves, okay? So some of you may be choosing to go for an autumn walk at the beach, as you do, listening to the waves and trying to trance out from stress and things that have been going on. And the other thing that I'm hearing here, Scorpio, is emotionless. So are some of you feeling emotionless at the moment, or can you resonate with something to do with an emotionless around about you? Are you feeling quite numb at times, or quite low but numb, you know? Because when we're emotionless, it's like we're not feeling, we're not emotionally connected, alright, so I want to talk about that, okay. But serenity is there to bring in the inner peace that you need, alright, the inner peace. I want to say that a lot of things are clearing out with you at the moment, Scorpio. They're telling me there's a clear out to allow the clarity to come in, alright, so just be aware of that this month. A lot of things are clearing out, and that could be why you're feeling emotionally quite numb, alright, is because you've got all this stuff leaving you. Alright, and a lot of change come on that you've put your barriers up and you've just numbed yourself out there because you're quite unaware of what's going on, but you know things are going on. Alright, and of course we're going to be moving into the full moon in Scorpio, alright, and moving into a time of moving through the dark. Of course, you guys are the best at being able to see as you move through the dark, alright, so just remembering that, okay, just trusting the process, going with the flow, alright, knowing that everything will be fine, okay. The clarity is coming in, but for the clarity to come in, we've got to clear out all that no longer serves us, Scorpio, and we're pushing that and purging that out, alright, to allow the clarity to come in. Answers that you're seeking are going to come in, alright, answers that you're seeking, answers that you've been looking for, and for some of you for a long time, alright, because I'm hearing that it's like for a long time coming, Sarah. Now, I'm quite aware of a soreness around about my throat area as well as I'm talking to you. So I feel that this month in October, Scorpio, there's going to be things that either need to be said or are going to be said, all right, that you've been holding on to for a long time coming. And there's going to be a relief as you release it, all right? So if you've got to speak your truth, if you have things that need to be said, Scorpio, say it, all right? Bring truth to the light, all right? When we take our truth and we push it way down and suppress it in the darkness, all right, it yearns to be spoken, it yearns to come to the surface, all right? Our truth is who we are, all right? It's our authentic self. It's all right. Don't hold your truth in the dark, all right? Bring it to the light, all right? Bring it to the light, and do it peacefully as well, okay? Now, as we start to move forward with you, alright, some of you as well, by the way, I'm getting told time out, go to the gym, alright, so go to the gym. If you have a gym membership, you may be feeling the need to go to the gym. If you have a gym, use the gym, okay, and it could just be that the more that you work out, you know, you're de-stressing more, alright, your peaceness will come in, and I feel that any feelings of regret, anger, anything that you've suppressed, you know, you'll be able to release that through working out in the gym, alright? So just be aware of that, okay? Love yourself through this process, Scorpio, alright? Love yourself enough to see yourself through this process, alright? Because you know the right things to do and the right things to say. You've got to trust yourself, alright? Now, moving on to your next card is the Passion card, alright? It's the Passion card. Now, this is Archangel Haniel, and it says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life or your career. Alright, so what is it that you are passionate about, Scorpio? What is it that you're passionate about? Alright, people say, I don't know what I'm passionate about. Alright, well, what is it that you would so freely do or give, alright, that you would never get bored of doing? Alright, if money and time and energy didn't matter, alright, what would you use all of that on? My passion in life is using my light to light other people, so helping other people to heal and gain clarity and be able to move forward in their life. Alright, and I love doing readings. I can't get enough of doing it, and I could easily sit and do it for hours. Alright, the only thing is that it's draining my energy to do it, but I am in my element when I'm doing my readings and I'm connecting with the divine, okay, and shining my light. So what is it you're passionate about? Okay, so think about that. And if some of you feel disconnected from your passion, because it's a weird thing to say, but if you feel disconnected, like I really just don't know what my passion is, I think that's the numbness that's doing that. Alright, so just speak to your guides, speak to your angels, connect with your higher self and your loved ones, your ancestors, you know, and help them to guide you back to your passion, alright? Because you see this beautiful angel here, Haniel, she's holding, you see this torch, this candle of light, she's holding it in front of her and it's guiding her through the dark, alright? But like I said earlier, Scorpio, if there's one thing that you guys can do is you have the ability to see yourself through the dark. You always see the truth, alright? You always walk through the dark, you can see what's in front of you, alright? So use this candle to keep guiding you forward, alright? And be passionate about your own light that you have inside of you and knowing that that will drive you forward. Now, moving on to your next card is the Animal Tarot. Now, this card came out in my past two readings, so that would be Cancer, it would also be Aquarius, and it is the Three of Spring, it is the sea turtle, alright? The turtle for me, Scorpio, resembles retreating away, taking a break, solitude, turning away from something that wasn't working. For some of you, I feel it's just the need to be distant. And like, you know, if you were to just go for a swim in the ocean and see everything that was going on around about you, you know, you would want to do that in solitude because you would want to be taking everything in. And I kind of feel like you're on your own little journey at the moment, your own little voyage, if that's the words that I can use, and it's like you're open and you're aware to everything that's going around about you. And I want to also talk about the principle of things, Scorpio. You're quite in tune with the principle of things that's going on and been going on around about you. So you'll be diving deep. Alright, we know that turtles dive very deep. This turtle's out of balance at the moment, so you've got a lot of things that you're moving through, things that you need to let go of, things that you're carrying on your shoulders, things that are just weighing you down. Alright, choices, decisions, rights and wrongs. You're thinking about a lot of rights and wrongs in your life at the moment, and they're coming to the surface for a reason. And just as I'm talking about these things coming to the surface, don't forget when you dive deep, Scorpio, into the darkness, that you always have a choice to come back to the surface where the light is. The light is always there for you. It's never going to disappear. You will never lose your light, and you can never truly be lost in the dark. There's always light around about you. Alright, and like I love to say about you guys is, if there's anybody who can see through the dark, alright, it's you guys. So remember, you'll always have the ability to see the light. The light is always there for you, Scorpio. No matter how deep you do dive, remember to come back to the surface for air. Don't stay in that darkened place of solitude. Come back to the surface. Alright, socialise, get some air and take some light. Alright, because I feel for some of you, the diving deep can be quite a lonely experience, and you can feel very antisocial at the moment and just like very deep introverted into yourself. That's fine doing that for periods of time, but don't do it too often. Alright, come back up to the surface. Spend time with your loved ones. Light, whatever makes you happy, joyful, feel loved, give love. Anything that brings light into your heart. Alright, remember to do that. Now, your next card moving forward from my Guardian Angel deck is the Six of Emotion. Alright, so this is all about your memories. This is all about past tense, things that you've been through in your past. And there's a beautiful little girl here and a beautiful little boy. And they have a little bunny rabbit there that they're feeding some fresh grass. Alright, now this could be a brother and a sister. This could be a past relationship. Alright, okay, so I want to talk about that, and the words here are, before we go on with that, let's talk about memories. Okay, memories are things that we have held on to sentimentally, Scorpio, as we move through our life. It will be the goods and the bads. Alright, there'll be a mix in there. And some people would say, well, why would I class a sentimental thing as, why would I hold on to a memory sentimentally if it was bad? It's like, because you didn't know that it was alright to let that go. Alright, so we carry everything that we can. So this is going to be a time where you're really rethinking and reviewing and reflecting back on things that you've been through in your past. Alright, possibly when you were a child. Possibly things that you went through that you were never meant to go through, alright? But we know, or I know, deep down that, and definitely feel that everything we go through leads us and molds us and shapes us into the person that we are today, alright? There's a lot of things that you need to free yourself from, Scorpio, and when I say freeing yourself from it, it's like a lot of burdens that you carry that didn't belong to you. Give them back. Speak your truths. Put people in their place. Do it with love and light, though, alright? So do it, if you've got, we can say what we've got to say, and it doesn't have to be in a harsh way, but it can still be truthfully spoken. Alright, I think there's a lot of things that you've been holding on to, and a lot of things that you're suppressing and keeping at the bottom of the surface. Let the emotions lift, let them come up to the light, get the dark out. Alright, I want to talk about that. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions, Scorpio. It's important to remember your past accurately, without seeing it as any better or any worse than it actually was. People that you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue in your life at the moment, or you may need to reconnect with your inner child. Alright, so there may be just a lot of memories that you've carried through your life just popping in, and you're going, where does that come through? And oh yeah, I remember that, and do you need to remember me that? I want to talk about, I'm getting really itchy now, sorry. So it's important to remember how it happened and as it happened, alright, because our head can tend to sometimes add things in or forget things. Okay, so just try to remember it as accurately as you can, alright, and don't replay or overthink things, because I think some of you are going to have a tendency to do that this month, and replaying it and rethinking it isn't going to be good for you. It will pull you down, alright? So some of these I think are more darker things, more shadow things that need to be worked through, need to be some love and light shined upon it so that it can lift and dissipate to the surface, alright? So that you can let it go and heal from it and move forward. You need a lightness on your shoulders now, and I think a lot of you have been yearning for that inner peace, and the way you'll get that inner peace is when you get yourself back in balance. You let all this dark shadow emotion come to the surface by speaking your truth, alright, letting it out, alright. You'll find your passion when you do that, because a lot of you have been held back for your passion because you've been kept in that lower place, alright, and moving through that deeper, darker place. There may be a child in and around about your life. It may not be your child, alright, but it may be a niece, a nephew, a cousin, or someone that you've adopted, or it may very well be your own child, alright, and that child could be important around about you now. Maybe they bring you peace, maybe they guide you from the darkness back to the light, spending time with them. Maybe they bring out your inner child, maybe they lead you, maybe they're your light to your passion. Alright, maybe they remember you, who you are, Scorpio, alright, and it may be because in essence of them, they have essence of you, alright, so you might see parts of you in them. Remember, everybody in our life is mirroring something back at us, alright, so maybe your passion in life is to guide this little person, alright, or maybe they are guiding you, alright. I just got an image while scanning over these cards of this dove spreading its wings and just flying free, and there's something so beautiful and peaceful, and I could actually emotionally cry, so I'm going to just pause for a second. There's something so beautiful about seeing a dove spread its wings, alright, and moving peacefully through the air, alright. Do you find an inner peaceness of freedom when you spend time with this child? Do they take your mind off of diving deep and all the stuff that's going around about in your head? Do they set you free and guide you back to the light? Okay, do they ignite that flame in you to find your passion and continue to move forward following the light? Is it this child that guides you to doing that? Do they light your way out of the dark? Are they holding this candle for you in the dark, you know? And if it's not a particular child, then for some of you, it's a reminder that you may need to reconnect with your inner child. That means that there may be some inner child healing that needs to be done, i.e. healing of past deep and dark things that you went through as a child that are holding you back from finding yourself. It may even be a bit of both, guys. Alright, it may be that this child is helping you to remember who your inner child was and who your inner child is, to bring peace upon situations from your past that are holding you back and holding you on this post. Kind of like you got a little chain around your ankle, like you can't freely let go and fly. But this little one's going to be there to help you, to ignite passion in you again, to set yourself free. You have so much light in you, Scorpio, so much light. For some of you, you're so spiritual, it's like you are a white dove. You've got such inner peace within you, but at the same time such darkness, but that darkness needs to be let go so you can set yourself free. And that's the work that you're doing when you dive deep to get back up to the light, okay? So your inner child, and also the inner child remembers us that even as adults, we all have an inner child within us, and we always will. Alright, the inner child is the pure sense of you, it's the innocence of you, alright, it's the playful side of you. Because when a child gets up every day, a child's like, who do I want to be today? What do I want to do today? They always look for fun in life. Alright, and I want you to be playful, Scorpio, okay? And if you have got a child around about you, do some more playful, childlike things with this child, and I think that you'll find that they will bring out joy around about you, they will ignite a happiness around about you, things that you forgot about, you know, and possibly things that you used to do as a child, you will see in this child, things they talk about and things they're interested in, it will ignite back into you, and you'll be like, I remember that, or I remember feeling like that. And that could even be when you were confused as a child, because they're making me think about a child that's confused as well. So if a child's confused, you might have the answers that can set that child free of that cycle, because you hold the answers in your heart, So you might be a bit of a spiritual teacher or guide in this child's life, Scorpio. Alright. Now your last card to end your reading, alright, fell in the same position for Cancer, and that was from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck, which is a beautiful deck. And like I say, Scorpio, you have so much lightness and darkness in you. It's beautiful. It's the sign that I know can see themselves through the dark, and I love this book because it has an essence of that. It's light, but it's dark at the same time, and it's beautiful. I absolutely fell in love with this deck. The day it arrived on my birthday, I was just like, wow. Alright, so let's read the meanings for this. Now this is investigate. It came in the reversed position, so I'm going to give you what the reversed meaning is. I'm going to give you all the meanings, and you only take what feels right for where you are in your life at the moment. Don't try to place it, okay? Investigate, looking closely at something, asking questions and thinking before you act here. Right, Scorpio, let's see. So the reversed meaning for this card, which is of course the way that it arrived in the deck here, would be rushing ahead without checking something. So making a decision and just jumping in and just doing it, without thinking about it. Being reckless or even arrogantly thinking that you know best here. Alright? Refusing to learn from an experience. Being overly trusting that this time it will be okay. Doing what you're told to do without using your own wits and your own intelligence, alright? So that would be the reversed meaning. So be careful this month that if a situation shows up in your life, that you take the time to investigate. If there's something that's said or something that comes about, be sure to ask questions, be sure to dive in a wee bit deeper and listen to your intuition and your gut upon the situation, alright, and think before you act. So if you've got something to say, and although I said to you speak your truth, yes, but don't just blurt out the first thing that comes out, like think about it first, alright, make sure it's what you want to say and that it's coming in truth and that it's coming in love and light, alright, because I want to talk about that, okay. So the upright position for this card would have been an important decision requiring you to inquire and inform yourself and think it through, okay. Find out as much as you can and look at the finer print. So it's like if something shows up in your life, alright, really look in and about it. And I really feel like Scorpios, you do that anyway. You are quite deep divers. I mean, you are very private and very... I don't want to say withdrawn, but you know what I mean, like you really do kind of dive deep and look into things. So just kind of be yourself then this month and make sure you investigate things further. So the full meaning then, Scorpio, for this card in your life at the moment would be: too many people blindly follow others in many situations. We can find it easier to go with the flow, Scorpio, to trust in other people and to even allow them to give us orders. But Alice does not do impetuous, adventurous, sorry, let me start again, I do apologise. But Alice does not do this, not until she has thought it through herself. She may be impetuous, adventurous and courageous, curious, but she is also sensible, cautious and inquiring. Okay, Alice remembers the good, the common sense, the advice that she has learned through hearing the stories of others' mishaps, and right now you might be just like Alice. This card is asking you, Scorpio, to check something carefully before going ahead. You may be encouraged to take a daring new path of action, and while everything is most likely well, you still need to take responsibility and remember to be your own guardian and caretaker here. So, like, standing up for yourself, making your own choices and doing what's right for you, Scorpio, okay? Look over the details, check the packaging, be sure to know what is in the fine print, and ask questions about the arrangement or the offer which you are about to enter into or accept. If, like Alice, you find there is nothing alarming or hidden about the arrangement, by all means go ahead. However, do not follow others' orders or blindly do what you are being told to do. All right, investigate, decide, and go ahead. And if you go ahead, be prepared for unexpected changes when you sign, start, connect, or decide to advance. There is always an element of the unpredictable, Scorpio, and there is no way of preparing for all of the strange and wonderful things that will happen next. All right, so this is about, not just diving in deeply and doing what you feel would be the right thing to do. All right, it's about taking your time, all right, and taking the right steps, and listening to your own light and your own heart as you move through something. All right, ask questions, look closely at situations. All right, are you asking questions on a spiritual level, or on another higher level, or are you vocally asking questions like, why did that happen that way, or why are you not looking at it like that, or why is this way, or why do I have to do that, or why are like questions. Or you're asking questions, you're looking for answers, but make sure you think before you act. So don't do anything silly, don't jump in with 2 feet without thinking something through. All right, be careful about that. But listen, a beautiful reading, and whoever this little child is, all right, they have the ability to set you free of things from your past, but you also have the ability to bring peace into their life too. All right, and this child may just be the one that brings your joy and your happiness to the light, okay, but you bring that joy and happiness to them too. All right, you could be best buddies, or you could be joint at the hip, or going to be joint at the hip, like literally we're together all the time type of thing. All right, and I need to say that, Scorpio, whoever it is, they need you, because Spirit are telling me to say, whoever this child is, they need you in their life. All right, and you have to remember that, and you have to look past the daunting thoughts that you're having. So if there's anybody who's feeling really low, you have to look past that. All right, because it's quite an emotional thing for me to say, okay, but that's what Spirit are saying here. Look past the daunting thoughts that are coming in, the low and negative thoughts, and know that little kid needs you. All right, because I keep focusing on the yellow here, and that's like sunshine to me. It's joy, it's happiness, and I think that they can give you the peaceness that you need to allow the joy and happiness to come back into your life again, Scorpio. If you let them, that's like, this is your little buddy that's able to take the chain off your foot and show you the freeness of being happy and enjoying life again. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that, Scorpio, and remember, this is October, which means we're going to have Halloween soon. Absolutely amazing. I love Halloween. So have a spectacular Halloween. I want to shout out, don't eat too many toffee apples for some reason, because that just popped into my head. And I do hope that you enjoy your October and have a great time. And I will be back with you next month in November. And I look forward to seeing you then, Scorpio. Love, light and blessings to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.